Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Anime Lady Podcast, the ultimate hub for all things anime and beyond. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a returning listener, we're thrilled to have you on board for another exciting dive into the world of animation and pop culture conversation. As we said, this is episode 194 of the Anime Lady Podcast. The topic of this week's episode is news, and trailers. And people peeing in the theater or maybe throwing poop to you while you beat their shit up. But if you want to hear about the drama and hear about the reports of what news and trailers have dropped and what people are getting beat up in theater, stay tuned for the time codes in the comment section down below. So share this episode, bring your friends, and let's make this episode unforgettable. All powered by AniMa Weebs Studio. Catch a new episode every week on YouTube and your audio feed wherever you listen to. And time codes are always in the description. It's your boy, Love and Peace, Legendy Vash, and man, the amount of news that we have to discuss, the amount of announcements, the amount of trailers, the amount of somebody devoting the life of blockbuster films and then switching up to a drama and then getting standing ovation and getting told by Brendan Fraser saying that this is your moment. Take it, grasp it, and believe it with all your might and plus ultra. What? But I'm not alone here. Whawkins is here with me as well. The world champion as always.
Sorry, hold on. Before I get into my intro, I'm just baffled at the fact that people were trying to use toilet breathing during the Demon Slayer movie. But that's besides the point. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and you ignorant people of the aisles, what is up and what is good? It is your world champion Whawkins here, back again to guide us through the wonderful world that is other media that's not the professional wrestling type. So sit back and enjoy, because we have a ton of news to get through, from like a Nintendo Direct, from movie stuff to anime trailers. Yeah, we this was a big weekend for media, just in general, man. Like, we got a lot of stuff. I'm just glad we didn't have wrestling this weekend, because it would have been too much.
It would have been too much to consume. We're enough time. Like, I need shadow clothes. I need clones version of myself to consume and to take. Because speaking about wrestling, check out next week's podcast on the weekend where we have WrestlePalooza. Hate saying that fucking name. The more I say it, it makes me not even want to be covering that fucking POE. It's like, why do I gotta say the disgusting POE name? But if you guys don't know, check out Weebs of the Ring, where we talk about pro wrestling podcasts, where we talk about Raw, SmackDown, POEs, and Grappling of the Week every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. EST. We're talking about news, what we're watching, interviews, and talking about any other promotional wrestling out there. Yes.
yeah. And I mean, stay tuned, because I mean, I gotta talk to the boys about this. Might also cover another show that's happening on the same day that afternoon. I don't know. We'll see.
Yes, we will. AEW, we might. Hey, if I get the plug of the site of the place, then maybe we could. But hey, everyone, welcome to the Anime Podcast. If this is your first time, enjoy the show. We're a conversational podcast where we talk about anything related into the pop culture media. That's not only by the name of the podcast, Anime Lately, where we don't only talk about animation, we also talk about movies and TV shows, things that come out, like the Nintendo Direct, like you see in the behind me, the green screen, where we have Yoshi, and Mitchell Prime, the character here as well. So we have a lot to talk about. And as awful is your first time, enjoy the show. Time codes are in the bottom because we have a discussion. Our first segment will be Weebs Lounge, and then our next segment will be the Otaku Big News Buzz Central. And then we have a small main topic to talk about. Quick prediction of what would be winning the Emmys. We are recording on a Sunday night, but the Emmys happening right now, so we will not be seeing the winners. So we'll be just giving the prediction of what could win, what show haven't we seen, what show that we had interest in watching, but we just never got around to it. So we'll be having a big conversation about that, and then stay tuned for next week to maybe discuss the Emmy winners and much more to discuss, because there's a few things that's coming out this month that maybe we might review, might touch over, maybe might gloss over. So yeah, as you heard, Weebs Lounge, what is it about? Weebs Lounge is discussing the personal updates and the latest media we have consumed as your panelists, or stuff that we want to talk to you about our life, like a weekly check-in, our highs and lows, along with the latest anime, manga, or media that we have been enjoying. So pour a virtual cup, coffee of your choice, or liquor, or soju like your boy I've been drinking this past weekend. Let's connect on a personal side of our journey and media we've been consuming and keeping us entertained. So Whawkins, like I always like to pass it to you first. What have you been enjoying this latest past week?
Not too much actually, which is weird. It's really weird to be like, oh yeah, I haven't been doing too much. It's just like, what do I do with my time? But that's besides the point. That's because I play a lot of long games and all that. But
what's
I'll
funny?
get to the game section. Go.
I want to follow with that comment real quick because I saw the conversation about that in the Church of MHA. They said that I believe in the venting that like how hard it is to choose what media to consume in the day of. Like, for example, like you said it, I believe you said it, or somebody said that, you know, you come home from work. How do you choose if you have a lot of hobbies like the manga you gotta catch up on, the games in your backlog, the animes like myself, a content creator, I have 25 or less animes I'm watching weekly. So which one do I catch up to? Or do I watch an anime I'm behind on? Do I make the time to binge it? Or do I get behind on something else? So it's very hard to pick and choose. But you said a great answer in the venting, so I want to give a shout out to that. Is that it's all on the mood that when you get in, and what's your mindset kind of setting on? Like, do you want to play some games, or is it do you want to, you know, just sit down, lay down, and, you know, turn off the brain and just read some manga? So I really love the answer you chose on that because I can relate a lot to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing, and just kind of, I guess, keep going with that conversation. It really just depends on. Yeah, exactly how I'm feeling and all, because like there's so much media to consume, whether it's a video game, anime, manga, TV, wrestling, sports, any of all that. Like, there's so much to consume and so many recommendations that people will keep giving you. I mean, I can look at my backlist of just movies to watch and all that, or shows to watch. Yeah, it's big, it's long. Go look at my analyst. If there's the link in that, hey, future Vash, put the link in there,
down below,
because you'll see my my very long list of series I want to watch. It's a lot of them, folks. And
there's a lot. I recommend him almost every week on the show. Something he would like add it to the list. It's just gonna get longer.
Add to the list. Yeah, I mean, that's just the thing. It's just gonna keep getting longer. But I try not to bog myself down with it, because it's just like, okay, what am I feeling today? Like, do I want to put a movie on? Sure, I'll put a movie on. Do I want to play a game? Sure, I'll put a game on and all that. Or, you know, it just depends on that. And like, there's always gonna be that little voice in the back of your head being like, man, I should really be like, I should work on content. I should do some content shit. And then it's just like, but the soul just wants to scroll on TikTok right now. But see, in a way, you can also loophole that to be like, you know what? I'm doing research for content creation.
What other people have done. It's like, I can relate to that. Is that, for example, my girl, I was watching anime yesterday. When she came from work, I was watching, like, I was still locked in. I told her, hey, we can hang out like at 6, 7 o'clock. It was 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm still catching up to my anime, so I'm watching them from 4 o'clock to 6. She was just, you know, doom scrolling, just scrolling to social. See, her content creator. My wife is not content creator, but she consumes content from the girls, from the Cheetah Girls that she watches, and their content creators, their parents now. So she enjoys those type of content from the people she grew up with, but now are content creators in their own rights through social media. So she was doom scrolling for a good 2 hours. Like, throughout those 2 hours, I was watching like 6 episodes, maybe 5 at least. And throughout the whole time, I just kept seeing her. I'm like, damn, she's really going, scrolling, swiping. But it's something that she was entertained. After I was done, she asked me, hey, you done? Like, hey, we're done at the same time. Now let's watch, you know, Demon Slayer, which I will talk about it during my Weebs Lounge. So it was something I could relate, that doom scrolling sometimes can help or benefit, you know, depending on the person.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't necessarily just have to be doom scrolling. I mean, hell, the other day, like on Thursday, I booted up my Facebook. I saw 2 posts about, you know, certain things going on in the world like right now, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm done with Facebook today. Let's do something else with my time. Let's not see all these takes right now, because oh boy, but we won't get into all that. So like, Yeah, so I mean, when it comes with like me and media, it just depends on how I'm feeling, and that's kind of why it takes me a while to actually like finish like a show or something. Like Apothecary Diaries, for example. That's why it took me so long to finish season 1, because like I was just watching that like when my family went out to their camping and all that. I got into a routine of like, you know what? I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna make me a salad, get me some protein, and I'm gonna put on Apothecary Diaries, watch 1 or 2 episodes, bang, boom, boom, awesome, great. Now it's time for some wrestling stuff. So it just depends on your mood, people. Don't feel like you have to catch up on something. And because I'm also a big person on taking your time with media so that we can actually fully consume it and fully like get it into your system, and that way you can actually have a legitimate take on something and all that. So that way you're just not like quickly binging it and being like, oh, this is dumb, or oh, this is great and all that. Be like, no, let's enjoy this time that I have with like Apothecary Diaries, watching Momo trying to do her, or Mao Mao, sorry, I don't know why I said Momo, Mao Mao doing her thing with Jinshi and all that, you know, things like that.
He makes up the main character from Danadon, Momo Ayase, with Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries.
I need to watch this week's episode. Son of a, thank you for reminding me about that.
Oh, Kaiju, yeah. Kaiju Animation Explosion. Ooh, that was beautiful, golly. Check out Off the Bench, where we will talk about it and review that for week 11 podcast.
Oh man, I can't wait for you guys to get to the last episode, but I'm gonna finish my Weebs Lounge here. So when it comes to video games, so movies and TV, I haven't really watched much. I'm just throwing on my YouTube watch later. That's basically it, and that's mainly like background noise with anything. Video games, unfortunately, I am gonna be dropping Digimon Survive, at least for now. It's not hitting. It's very slow, and I mean I'm sure it gets to a point where like it does pick up, but I got to a point where I just like, I don't care about these characters at all. Like, I don't give a shit about them being in this other world. Like, I'm just going to move on because there's another Digimon game coming out in like a couple weeks. And there's a demo that I'm going to play right when we're done with this. I'm going to boot that up and be like, all right, let's see how they are. Because I have a friend of mine that was telling me all about the demo. And he's just like, dude, the quality of life improvements they did in this game, it's even better than what they were saying like in the trailers. I'm just like, oh my gosh, yes, give me that Digimon thing.
I'm getting those Eden.
No, our friend Alex, who's actually in our same group chat, but he was telling me about it, so I'm just like, oh great. But I've also been replaying Pokemon Scarlet because since I got a Switch 2 and they made a big massive update to it where it's actually kind of playable, meme aside of course, but like it's actually been a very fun experience. Kind of made the mistake of just using a bunch of my old level 100 Pokemon and then realizing, oh wait, I'm super early in the game. They're not gonna listen to a word I say after a while. All right, this is gonna be a fun grind, but yeah.
Wait, what do you mean that they're not gonna listen to you in the early start of the game?
So in Pokemon, there's this mechanic where if you have a Pokemon above a certain level and you don't have like a certain number of badges, they're not going to obey anything you say. So it's just like, okay, I have this level 100 Miraidon on my team right now. And it's like, great, cool, awesome. He's not going to be doing much. He's going to be like, oh, he's disobeying. Oh, he fell asleep. Oh, he hurt himself in his confusion. Every so often he might do a move. And it's just like, oh, cool, great. Well, you know, you're already at half health facing off against his level 5 Caterpie, and you're finally hitting off your move. Good on you, dude. Proud of you. Thank you for that. Thank you for your hard work, dude. But
I
like,
remember hearing about that.
Yeah, it's been a mechanic in every Pokemon game, but like you don't really hit it unless you do like Pokemon trades and all that, or if you actually do over level your Pokemon. So yeah, so I'm dealing with that a little bit, but hey, it's fine. It's whatever. I'm gonna bum rush through the game anyways because it's pretty freaking easy. It was easy the first time. It's gonna be easier this time. So I'm just going through that just to kind of go through that game again, just to kind of buy time for a couple weeks when Ghost of Yote comes out. Which stand by for that. I'm gonna be making some moves with that game come drop. So stand by for that to see where that gameplay is going to be.
Twitch channel, chat, anime, or YouTube.
Yeah. I somewhere it'll be somewhere. We'll figure that out. Anime and manga. Again, catching up to things as slow as I do. Still catching up to Kagurabachi. Again, we're going to be doing some things here in the future with manga. So stay tuned for all that. But yeah, and then just like the usual monthly drops and all that. I do need to read this month's Zat's Bell, so I need to do that. And of course, this is your weekly reminder. Hey, go read. That's keyword read. Ranger Reject. Because that series is really good.
And go watch Invisible Fight Girl.
Yes, go watch Invincible Fight Girl because I need that season 2 expeditedly. I need it. Yeah. Other than that's pretty much it for me. I mean, I am gonna say this though. October is very stacked with content. Like we're gonna be getting so much in October, not just this fall anime season, but things like Smiling Friends season 3 is coming out. There's some games that are be coming out in October that we got announced during the Nintendo Direct that we'll talk about here in a minute. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. So, Vash, what have you been up to this week when it comes to media consumption?
Wow, what has Vash been doing for this past week? Look, I'm going to tell you about the media consumption. I'm also tell you chat highlights. Your boy here didn't consume much movies. Movies or TV. But he did his homework. Homework has been cut up. That he wrote his Superman slight review, his Happy Gilmore 2, and Fantastic Four on Letterboxd. I added to my 2025 first time watches. And then I noticed I have 20 movies I watched this year, but 12 of them are actually from 2025. So it got me a bit like, all right, cool. Me and my girl need to put some homework in because my movie buddy is my girl because she likes to watch, spend time on me and also watch movies with me. So these are the few options that I'm going to be watching for this month that are probably on streaming or somewhere for me to watch. I haven't seen what's coming out in theaters because later on our next paycheck, me and my wife's paycheck, we'll be getting the movie version of like the movie pass, but for AMC, since there's no existing like movie pass for any theater now. It's only you gotta choose AMC or gotta choose Regal, and AMC I prefer. Both are great
unless you have an Alamo Draft House because they have a movie pass as well.
I do have an Alamo Draft House, but there's like 2 of them, and to travel to them is kind of annoying. So if I want to go on the simple route, AMC that's like a 20-minute block one, and it's not a really big deal. So that's just like easy. Yeah. So the movies that I plan to watch for this September is Sinners, F1, Accountant 2, Captain America: Brave New World, and a Working Man. Because a Working Man, Jason Statham, any movie of Jason Statham, would be damn good.
That movie.
It came on Amazon, so damn well I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of it. And also is Mickey 17. That's with Robert Pattinson. That is like obviously it's 17 clones of him. They stop at 17 because of said reason. You gotta watch the movie to find out and said why. So these are the movies that I want to check and see out. Has been a couple months. So me adding these films will make it good 25 films of the year. We're about to reach the end of the year. We're about to reach Oscar season. So I'm very excited because I'm going to have my movie pass version of AMC. And I'll be, watching a good 3 to 4 movies a month. So it's going to be very exciting. And, if I could convince any other co-hosts to maybe get a movie pass like Whawkins, I'll be like, yo, let's review some movies more on a weekly. Let's go. Hey.
That's funny.
It seemed like the laugh was like, hey, you psych.
Nope.
You thought that was happening.
Yeet. Take your idea and just yeet it over there.
However, when it comes to TV shows, like I said, I haven't caught up to our season 2 Stranger Things. We've been busy. We're going to be busy as well this week, most likely because of Versapalooza, our shows. So maybe after Versapalooza, because after Versapalooza is the 20th. So from the 21st to the 30th, we have a good 10 days. We have a good 10 days to watch the next 7 episodes of Stranger Things. So I'm not too stressed. Me and my wife will probably finish Reacher and Wednesday by the next episode. I said that the past 2, but we'll for sure do. Because now, also quick announcement, quick highlight. Let's put our hands together and praise Jesus and say amen that my girl got her state exam and she did it. So hopefully in the next 8 weeks we get the beautiful announcement that she passed because we know damn well she will. So chat, Let's put in the comment section, amen for wifey, because we know damn well she passed.
Quick, future Vash, make sure you put fireworks all over the screen as he says that.
Yes.
All right, good. Thank you for that. Even if it's just like a single like sparkler, just.
Yes, for future Vash. Put fireworks.
That would be kind of funny. Please.
Put fireworks in the background for poo poo for wifey for passing her exam. So that's a good poo poo. So that was fun. During that time that we, I was wifey taking to her place or taking an exam. We also found out a new Asian spot like that has little candy stuff that we could find. I bought myself a soju, so it was nice to drink a soju. I did a little mix.
Was that the place we went into?
No, it was in Queens.
Okay.
It was in Queens. It was.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. So I remember we went into one.
Yeah, but this spot was kind of like that. It has snacks and everything.
Okay.
Chad, you might not be able to see because it's green, but I got a Kit Kat of the green tea flavor, so you cannot see it because it's green.
Oh, yeah. I can see the pink on there, but not the green. So
yeah. But it's a Kit Kat flavor of green tea. No, sorry, not green tea. A matcha latte. So that's very exciting. I love my little flavors and everything. And I got soju, a little mix up of soju with ginger ale. Hit the spot, y'all. Your boy has been going to sleep early, knock the fuck out. I went to sleep at 11 o'clock p.m., which is like, who goes to sleep at 11 o'clock like a normal person? I usually go to sleep at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I went to sleep at 11 with a soju drink. I woke up like at 4 and like, yo, what happened? I don't recall. My memory.
The fact you woke up at 4 o'clock after going to actually no, never mind. I take that back. Because okay, fun fact, everybody, you know that chair that Sydney likes to sit on that sometimes you guys see rock back and forth and all that.
So that's your sleeping chair.
I'm not gonna lie, I've fallen asleep many a time, especially in the past week in it, and I'm just like, you know what? And then I'll wake up at like 3 or 4 and then mosey onto my bed. But oh my gosh, oh my god, it's comfy. It's comfy. It's comfy.
It's like once you get in the spot, like for example, there are times, chat, quick behind the scenes. There's times where at 2, 3 in the morning, like for example, chat, if you check out Weebs of the Ring audio feed, please go check out the Weebs of the Ring audio feed, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and so on. The same thing for the AniMa Weebs Studio podcast feed that has the Off the Bench that comes out on 10 a.m. At 5 a.m. and every podcast audio feed that comes out 5 a.m. on Tuesdays in the future. But most of the episodes are being cut up right now, being uploaded, and soon to be just Shona Ronan show coming on Wednesday at 10 a.m. All these shows are on these feeds that you could check online that your boy has been working late at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, uploading them. There are times where I'm falling asleep on my chair just waiting for the next export to happen, and I'm just here taking a nap. My wife wakes me up, be like, hey, come to bed, like, nap, just take a nap. But yeah, I just saw you knock out. I'm like, yeah, now I'm back awake. I'm gonna go back to work. My wife be staring at me, mad confused and annoyed. She's like, what? I just caught you sleeping. How you gonna just wake up, go back to work, bring your ass over here, lay down with me, my man? And I'm just like, yo, let me be. I'm here doing work.
Oh my god, that's funny. That's funny as hell. There have been a couple times where I have fallen asleep at my desk. Hell, there's been a couple episodes of Weebs of the Ring near the end of them where I've been dozing off. Trust me, I feel like crap when that happens because I'm just like, oh shit.
Chad, maybe that's why he wears, shades so he doesn't get caught.
Look, man. No. Okay, it doesn't happen often.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Oh, trust me. I can relate because I know it happens to me, but I wear glasses. But
it does.
but the light that you guys see right here, like the ring light, sometimes hits my eyes and then gets blurry, where it's hard to tell. And I'm like, my eyes are closed. And after the smile, I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I'm like, fuck, I took a quick 5-minute, 2-minute nap. Yeah.
I felt really bad. Just talking shop right here, ladies and gentlemen. Like I felt really bad. There was one night. It was just me and Drop doing it, and he was doing his like final thoughts and all that, and I'm just sitting there like. And then he finished, and like I think there was like a couple moments of silence, and I'm just like, yeah. So thank you everybody for joining us and all that. Like I started doing the outro. I'm just like, thank you everybody. And I'm in my mind, I'm just like, I need to go to bed. I need to sleep.
I know when Whawkins is zoned out because sometimes when I'm doing my final thoughts, he don't even lock into what I said. He just transition. Hey, John, you got something to say? If not, we're gonna close the show. And I'm like, I guess he wasn't paying attention because he just blurred me out.
No, that's the thing. Like I do when we do again more jogging shop and all that. When we do the final thoughts, I kind of do what I do with like the commentary on WWE, where it's just like I'm hearing you, but I'm not listening to you. But until something weird comes up, and it's just like, wait, hold on, what'd you say? What? Wait a minute.
And that's the benefit, chat, of when Drops does the streams. When I do Anime Lady podcast off the binge, I'm usually the one recordings, so I can't really fade out because I have to do the time codes, make sure we lock in, make sure we go by the notes, make sure we do this. It's like So talking about notes, talking about what else we're doing. Like I said, TV shows really been slacking. Reacher Wednesday, me and wifey got it this week. Now that she's done with her exam, like I said, hoorah. My boy, like I said, I was drinking soju. Felt like a good time to drink soju. I miss drinking my little whiskey, my soju. You know, now that you're an adult, you know, drink responsibly, do your stuff responsibly, do it safely. But I've been itching to get back onto some Fortnite, Apex / Call of Duty, into some first person shooters, because it's nice to turn off your brain after a long day of streaming, long day of editing, long day of uploading, doing content and everything. Just to turn off your brain and just enjoy that bit of shooting and to be like, that was fun to do, and just do what you gotta do. It's just fun to turn off your brain and have a good time. So I really want to put some either online streams or just off play. If you guys join the Discord community and join us while we, you know, talking shop or doing whatever we are doing in the Discord, I'm not just be playing for a good hour or two. Even like I have the bad habit of when it comes to Fortnite or Apex, I don't like playing by myself. Call of Duty, I don't mind it.
I get you.
Because it's just you playing with other people online that you could at least have them as your team, as team deathmatch. You have 5 other people on your team of 6. So cool, that's fun. When it comes to Fortnite, you go solo or you go with 3 or 2 other randos that you just fun. It's not fun. So when you have like Whawkins or myself, we're not trying to win every game, but we're trying to have fun. If we win, fucking great. But if we're having fun, that's the goal.
Yeah, because like I mean, there are those times where it's just like, okay, wait, hold on, we're actually kind of locked in. All right, let's actually win. Like, because I've had nights like that, especially in Fortnite, where it's just like, wait, hold on, there's only like 3 other teams left. Oh, we got this. We can actually kind of win. And then we all get sniped from atop of the mountain, and it's just like, oh. All right, who's carrying us for the win? Who's carrying it for the win? Who's gonna
believe in you?
Who's more locked in?
I believe in you.
And guess what, chat? It's usually not me.
Hey, what matters is that we have fun.
Exactly.
Talking about fun is that not that your boy, again, quick behind the scene, not that your boy for the Anime Podcast. We are on episode already 182, I believe. I already have scheduled, and the same thing for Off the Binge. I'm up to episode 32 already uploaded, so I'm already ahead of the game. So October's about to be done. Grappling of the Week, we are up to WrestleMania. So Grappling of the Week and Weebs Ring will probably be done by the end of October or mid around there. When we studio podcast fee, it's about to be there. So that means your boy here has more time to work on reading his manga, catching up, playing the video games that he wants to catch up, meaning Final Fantasy and other ones. Like on my Game Pass, I see Hollow Knight there on Game Pass. The first one and the new one. And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that's also really tempting.
It's tempting to get Hollow Knight. Like, I could just play it on my Game Pass. So I've already been debating on that, chat. The fourth thing is catch up onto my TV shows I'm behind on, like Peacemaker and a few others that I really want to see what's going on. Exactly,
Peacemaker's dropping. Son of a biz, Nacho.
Yeah, they're about to be done soon.
Stuff is weekly too.
Yeah, they're about to be done. So, been season 1.
Eventually.
Have you watched season 1?
No, that's the other caveat.
Yeah, the season 1 is a good 8 episode. That's a good 8 hours to kind of make time for. So that's a tough one, and then make time for the next 6 episodes that aired already. So that's a good 14 hours they gotta make right now. So that's a tough one.
I mean, again, most of my binging comes from my commutes and all that. So
drive safely, chat.
That's well, yeah, that too. Luckily, I have to deal with a lot of traffic. But yeah, so that's like what, a week at least. to binge all that. Yeah, I could do that. It's just I have other things I'd rather watch at that point.
Exactly.
But,
So it's making the time for a chat.
Yes.
Like I said,
see our discussion earlier.
As you heard,
see, full circle.
Everything's coming full circle. Like I said, manga soon, gaming soon, TV show soon, and me and wifey watch Demon Slayer season 1. Quarter 1, we're up to episode 13. If you want to know more about that, check out Off the Binge, because we are going to be talking about that in Off the Binge. Well, not me and her. Myself will be talking about that in Off the Binge in the episode that came out yesterday for episode 46. So go check that out, where I did that discussion during my binge chilling. But Walkers, have any questions about my experience with season 1 rewatch with wifey before we transition?
Yeah, so question with that, because I noticed this when I actually binged the last season before going to see the Infinity Train movie yesterday, since it's only 8 episodes, even though I forgot 2 of them were 40 minutes long, but that's whatever. Do you use Crunchyroll, or do you head to the high seas for your anime
I head
consumption?
to the Crunchyroll, not sponsor.
Okay. Did you see that since you were doing season 1, they do have like hour-and-a-half versions of each arc in season 1?
On Crunchyroll, no. I didn't
Yeah, I think it's like the second option. If you go to that, they have like hour-and-a-half versions of each arc, and like I saw that, I'm just like, wait, what? Oh, that makes it so much easier if you're trying to catch up, because I mean, granted, you can watch the episodes and all that stuff, but like to have them condensed in that way, at least, is actually kind of cool. So I haven't checked them out yet to see like if they cut anything, or if they legitimately just mashed everything together.
No, me and wifey were watching regulars episode 1 through 24 of season 1, because right now I see it right here. They have not as the second option. They have it as option 1, 2, 3, 4. They have it as the 5th option, and they call it,
that's what it is.
The Demon Slayer KIMETSU no YAIBA TV specials. The sibling bond, the Mount Nagumo arc, which I think that's the current arc that I'm in right now, and that's episode 2 hours and 18. And then the Hashira meeting arc, the Asuka arc, and the Tsuki mansion arc. That's the last one.
Okay, yeah, so like they condensed something. I don't know how much they condensed or what, or if they just mashed all the episodes together without the openings and endings and all that, which is also good on them.
Makes sense, because wifey tells me always to skip the opening. It hurts me because in my head I'm singing it like, it's my girl Lisa. You gotta enjoy the song, but my girl says skip, and I'm like, that hurts.
I mean, don't worry. Here's what I did whenever I binged anime like that. I would always listen to the opening once.
Yes,
like
that's what I do. That's what I do with wifey.
Yeah.
Like, if we're gonna watch 5 episodes, we listen to the first one and the last episode one, so we can just enjoy it. So I agree, we're on the same page. It just still hurts to miss a gold song. It does.
Especially when it is, a banger opening. But it's one of those things where it's just like, the OCD within ourselves tells us to do something. It's just like, all right, yeah, let's do it that way. That's aesthetically pleasing.
But it's been fun rewatching it. The dub, by the way, I'm watching because wifey is used to the dub, so I'm seeing the voice actor of the dub. So it's a cool experience.
The dub's not too bad, though.
Yeah, it's good. Tanjiro and everything, Zenitsu, Inosuke, seeing all these people. There's things that I forgot. That fucking Tanjiro was training for dead ass 2 years. And I'm like,
dude.
And I'm like, wait, when did the final selection exam happen? Because if he's been training for 2 years, isn't just like maybe 3 versions of the final selection exam happen? Like they would just wait for Tanjiro until he passed to get accepted, or did like 2 other exams happen? Like, that's just my assumption. But it was still cool. Like the concept, like, 2 years. This motherfucker's been training 2 years in the mountains. Also, his sister slept for 2 years, but then we find out like cool things that I didn't realize at first glance. It was cool to see.
Yeah, and see that's why I'm always a big proponent on going back and rewatching things, because you can always, not only do you point out or like start noticing things you didn't before. But if you have better context on the story as a whole, you can start seeing like the little bits of foreshadow happening, and just like overall you can start to see the vision of what the creator had. That's why I always go through my binges of rewatching things like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach. I mean, again, those are like your basic animes, but like that's why I personally go back to those to be like, okay, how are things now that I have a better grasp on not only just the series as a whole, but just kind of life in general too. Because like throughout years, your mind's going to change. You're going to experience different things. You're going to feel different things. And if you visit something that you did previously in life, it could be different, you know, for the better or worse. You know, it just kind of depends on the media and who you are as a person. But I'm gonna get off my little soapbox here, or people are gonna start thinking we're in a therapy session, which we're not. You know, we're just here as a distraction for you guys. And speaking of distractions, we keep getting distracted because we have a bunch of news we got to get through.
Yes, talking about that. Look, you guys heard of what I'm discussing.
Look at that transition.
Yes, you guys heard what we're talking about, what we've been watching, Demon Slayer and everything. We're going to talk about that a bit more as well. Some good and the bad and the ugly, because we will mention the greatness and the bad and the ugly for sure, and people putting a whole different fandom down the drain just because of their assumption. But hey, if you guys heard of our show, the Taco Big News Month Central is our next segment, because if this is the first time, we'll also talk about media news, what is coming out in the internet web, and what's going on in the pop culture, because we will talk about gaming, Weebs news, and media news. That's anything related outside the otaku, outside the gaming, meaning anything movie, TV announcement, or trailers for us to discuss. So if you guys enjoyed this segment, there's time codes in the comment section below, and you guys can enjoy our reviews in quick fire, rapid fire of what we thought of said things. So the first thing is our gaming news as usual. This one will be fully of what is behind the scene, a thumbnail made by Drop This Box that it was for the Nintendo Direct, what could be announced to me, and one of the biggest things, I reacted with Drop This Box on our AniMa Studio Vault channel. That's where most of our streams happen when it's gaming related or gaming content, like Crash, Assassin's Creed, or any other game vlogs that we have done for the Five Nights at Freddy. That'll be coming back for this month, October, because we do have to beat the game eventually. So, you know, the moments that we get stuck, we will continue screaming again, finding out. But yeah, I would like to pass it first to Whawkins, who wasn't there in the stream with us. How did you enjoy this 40th year anniversary of the first 20 minutes of the Nintendo Direct and the other 45 minutes of the Direct itself? Because that's what we're kind of focusing on with the gaming section itself.
So I think the first 20 minutes of it with like all the Mario stuff was probably the best part of the Direct, because there was a lot that came with it. And I mean, I'm on right now the Nintendo of America Twitter account, because I kind of want to see and kind of remind myself what was announced besides, like, because like we got the freaking teaser for the new Super Mario Galaxy movie, which, yes, my girl Rosalina is finally going to be on the big screen. Just cast her well. I will be judging heavily whoever's playing Rosalina, because she's my girl. But interesting, they're going right into Galaxy, which another interesting thing too is they're re-releasing both Galaxy 1 and 2 in America, well, just everywhere and all that, but it's coming out October 2nd, which is insane, because on that day / weekend you have Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 coming out on the Switch 2. You have Ghost of Yote coming out that same day.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, wow. That same weekend is also the new Digimon Time Stranger game. And then just a week or two after that is the new Pokemon game. 4 huge games coming out in October right there. So, you know, if you're getting all of those, you know, kudos to you and your wallet, unless, you know, your name is... Sorry, I'm going to shout out your boy right now. Unless your name's Rogers Base and you get free games from Nintendo,
that
Nintendo.
That
I'm being nice.
Chad, we are content creators and we are, you know, a company.
Give me
tax write off. So maybe we might get some of these games and able to play.
That'd be nice. Oh, my god, to get a game and never mind. No, that's for the future. That's for the future. So yeah, that's great. We got some new amiibos coming out from that.
Oh, the amiibos looks great. I will be buying them. I'll be buying the amiibo of the ones that came out for Kirby, for Metroid Prime, the motorcycle, and also for Galaxy. Those fucking like. The Rosalina one, maybe I'll get, but the Mario one with the star. I might get
that one.
The Mario and the star looks amazing. The Rosalina is not maybe I said like I don't want it, but just maybe depending when I go get the Mario one, how I'm feeling. Like, do I want the Rosalina and spend the extra $10-$15 as well and get it, or do I just wait another time? Who knows?
Well, like the downside though, because I was actually talking to Drop about this on Friday before we went live with Weebs of the Ring. The prices for these new amiibos is apparently ridiculous. They're going to be $40 or $50, and I'm just sitting there like, excuse me.
I thought amiibos used to cost like a good 15, 25.
Yeah. Well, like that Donkey Kong one, for example, was $30. That's why I didn't get it when we went to the Nintendo store, because I knew how much it was before going in there, and I'm like, all right, this is the Nintendo store. I'm not even gonna look at the price because that thing is gonna be more expensive than it's even worth. But like, I get it because the quality is a little bit better than some of the amiibos we've gotten in the past. It's just I'm not an amiibo collector, so it's just not my thing. But they're cool though. I do have a few of them and all that. And then there are a couple other updates with like Mario games. So like they're re-releasing or like adding some updates to like Mario Wonder, for example. There's gonna be a new Mario Tennis, which has some cool little upgrades to it, but I just hope it's a little better than the Switch one, because apparently that had some issues with it.
Are you excited for the talking flower?
No.
Yeah, me either.
I'm not getting that thing.
Me either. I'm not gonna be getting the talking flower, which that's a bad product. It's just I'm not one of the consumers that will be getting it. So, congrats to anybody has the money, or if Roger gets, big shout out to Roger if he gets.
Hey Roger.
#free free product, then go for it.
Roger, you want to come on the show and then pay us by coming on the show?
Well, we were gonna have him on the show sometime, and we have time. We have time, but I know he's traveling a lot the next couple months, so I have to sit down and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna put this down as a marker for you."
Yeah, maybe big old 200 he can join us, but that's whatever. A new Yoshi game's coming out next year, which looks very good. Like, I love the style they're going with, where it's like this storybook kind of thing. Especially the art style, like while you're in a level, like it's this kind of sketch art book kind of style, which is it's just really cool. So I'm loving that.
Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, which is kind of right on the nose of the name, but it's very straightforward. It's straightforward. It's not a big deal. I was gonna ask, how do we feel about the new Pokepia, I believe it's called?
Oh! Before we get into Pokemon, Pokemon, I'm gonna finish off.
More stuff. My fault.
Just the last Mario thing, just like Donkey Kong, Bonanza
got DLC already. Same day drop, little nice shadow drop.
Yeah, and it's just like, what is this? We're going back to the DK Island from N64. You're gonna give me that like lovely soundtrack, do 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 do. Like, you're not gonna do that to me, guys. But I mean, it's $20,
which is not bad.
It's not. I'll get it eventually to play it, but yeah, I think that's all with like the Mario part of things. So yeah, with Pokemon, so the game that Vash mentioned, this Pokepoia, whatever, yeah, Pokopia. It's basically Pokemon meets Animal Crossing,
aka Power World.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the kicker: you play as a Ditto. And you transform into a little human, and it's cute. It's adorable. I have some friends that are interested in it that are gonna buy it. I'm like, that's cool, that's neat. Not really my bag, if I'm being honest, because I'm not much of a designer. I mean, I played Animal Crossing when COVID happened and all that, and everybody was obsessed with Animal Crossing when that game dropped. But
I'm not really a farming type. Meaning the games, the genre of farming, like Sims, Minecraft, Animal Crossing, like these type of games where you gotta farm and you gotta collect stuff, you gotta build your money and everything. I'm like, I already farm in real life. I'm sorry, but it's not my type of tea to go in a farming game to farm about my own life. I'm like, I already struggle doing that in my life. I don't want to do that and struggle in this life. It's like, it looks fun.
Oh yeah,
anybody that does it, it's cute. I will watch my friends stream it. I'll probably watch them and have in the back and be like, oh, this is cool. If I had the time, or if I was sponsored by Nintendo, they say, hey, can you review this game? Then hell fucking yeah. But me to just spend my $60, $80 of buying this game when I could play any other, not right now my goal.
Yeah. Because again, it's just not my thing and all that. And I mean, the trailer's kind of playing in the back, so that's why I'm kind of like looking this way, everybody. But I will say it is a cool concept that they have where it's like, oh, excuse me, like the Ditto ends up using like Vine Whip, for example, to like make the grass and all that. It can learn Water Gun from the Pokemon and all that. So that's a really cool thing. So it's at least a cool idea, but again, just not my thing. But sticking with Pokemon, so we got another trailer for ZA, and we got announced 3 more Mega Evolutions on top of Malamar that was already introduced this past week. The starters from Kalos, so your Chespins, your Froakies, and your Fennekins will all have Mega Evolutions in their final forms with Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox, and Mega Greninja. These designs are really cool. Like,
I love how Greninja is just upside down, just all farming.
Right?
This man literally said, hey, you can't see me normally, you gotta see me flip, and I'm gonna be all farming.
Yeah, they're really good. I really like them a lot. The only downside to this though is apparently you can only get these Mega Stones if you do PvP. So you already need like the Nintendo online thing, so you need to make sure you spend money if you're not already paying for that. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, most people that are playing Pokemon already have that. So
and plus,
it's
I heard
whatever.
the report that once you transfer a game in ZA, you cannot take out the Pokemon, or you cannot get them, or something like that. It gets a bit complicated.
So if you put a Pokemon from any other game, so let's say I have a I'm trying to think of one, a Pokemon. Let's say I have a Meowth, for example, from my Pokemon Scarlet game. I put it in Pokemon Home, and then I move that thing to Pokemon ZA. And when I move that Pokemon from ZA back to the home, like the Pokemon Home, it can't go into any other game anymore. It's strictly locked to ZA, which sucks on one hand because, you know, people like to transfer Pokemon and all that stuff, but like, after that though, it's just like we got Pokemon Champions coming out soon, which is going to be the big like online battling thing and all that. There's really no point. There's really no purpose to really bring them back into like Scarlet or anything.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like people,
what's the big problem?
Like here? Myself, who, for example, I'm about to be done with Shield. That I just need to be Hop. So once I'm done with Hop, I need just to get any other Pokemon I don't have, and then other than that, go to the next game. I could go to the new version of Omega Ruby and Omega Sapphire, or the other version of the game that got dropped there, and then go to Scarlet and Violet, or go to Arceus. But then once I go to Pokemon ZA, I'll probably be like another year from now. So I'm gonna be behind it either way. So I'm not too stressed. It just sucks for the people that were happening. They want to bring it from ZA to home, then back to another game. So it just sucks for those players, but not much there to really go crazy. Yeah.
And I'm gonna quick fire as much as I can with some of these, like these bigger titles and all that that I think people are more excited with. But before I get to that, the last thing with Pokemon is they have the absolute cojones to be like, hey, by the way, everybody, DLC coming, here it is, like right before the game even drops. Like the absolute cojones on them to be like, here you go, this is gonna be happening, revealing 2 more megas in Mega Raichu X and Raichu Y.
By the way, I fuck with X chat. X.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
but I mean, both of them are, I think, are great designs.
Yes.
I lean towards Y. I think
Oh, really,
think I
you do?
like Y a little bit more. Yeah, I like the tails a little bit more than like the electric horns that Raichu has.
Okay.
Which at first I thought it was his ears, but apparently they're like a separate thing of horns from his ears. So I'm like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
neat.
That's what it seems like. When it comes to those two, and also the color saturation, I like the details.
Yeah.
By the way, so if you see the difference of X has the color more of Raichu and Y has the more color Pikachu, so it's pretty interesting small details if you paid attention.
Yeah. For some reason, Nintendo's also re-releasing the Virtual Boy, which I don't understand why, because that failed miserably.
Oh, are you talking about the goggle thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is stupid as hell. Good luck to their sales and the revenue, because I don't know how they're gonna make money off this.
I really don't know how either. Like, and I mean, I'm on their Twitter right now, just looking at some of this stuff. I see they put the dock in there. I don't know that it'll make some money, I guess, but I don't think it's gonna make as much money as they think.
The other announcement out of the Nintendo Direct I want to give a highlight on my end is the Hades game. Look, fucking phenomenal. This Hades thing that we saw felt like I was watching an anime, and I tell anybody, please give me Hades anime, please give me Mega Man anime, please give me Street Fighter 2, please give me Speed Racer anime. Like, these are things that could be potential for animation. But Hades, the full fight scenes, oh my god, it looks fucking phenomenal. And I can't wait for Hades. Comes out September 25th on the Nintendo Switch 2, which is like literally around the corner.
Yeah. And again, that's just a week from when all those other 3 games drop at the same time. So yeah, that's gonna be fun for a lot of people who are into that. I'm not really into the game. I haven't played the first one yet. I have heard great things. I even have it too. It's on my backlog, but whatever. Oh, we finally get a release date for Hyrule Warriors on November 6th with a new trailer for that.
Yeah, we did get that. We also got a new teaser for Metro Prime with the motorcycle. We found out the name. I'm trying to find the name here in this tweet, but I can't find it. And it comes out December 4th, so that looks really fun. That fucking wheel. I was watching it with Drop and our friend Perm, and I love how the iconic Perm said it. Oh, the iconic Akira pose. And like any motorcycle person that does that is like Akira pose. It's cool.
There's also Dragon Quest VII Reimagined coming out in February, so that's cool for you Dragon Quest people. I know the first 2 are coming out at the end of October, or maybe the end of September. I'd have to go back and see with those.
We're also getting Immortal Kombat Legacy Collection to the Switch. So as somebody who play Mortal Kombat, it's pretty amazing to see the old school ones play and being added. But then the biggest thing that people were kind of salty about by the end and being the teaser of the last thing being shown is
Resident Evil?
No, Three Houses.
The new Fire Emblem game. Yeah. I mean,
people were mixed on it. People are like, oh fuck, another 3 houses for the next couple of years. I'm like, so you're mad that Nintendo's using an IP that's been successful and adding more story to it? Sure.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's just one of those things where it's just like, I don't play the game, so I know there are people that are hyped for it, but it's just like, all right, fine. That'll rule the world for the next when did 3 Houses come out? That came out like what?
2018? 2018, I believe.
2018? Okay, so 7 years ago. So yeah, this'll rule everybody's inboxes with the next 7 years and all that. But yeah, Resident Evil 9 also got announced for the Switch 2, and
a beautiful trailer
it's
too.
Interesting. Oh yeah, beautiful trailer. Interesting though. I don't know how the Switch is going to. Okay, because here's the thing: the Switch 2 is more powerful than the Switch 1, obviously. But I still worry about how some of these games will run on it. And I know, reports coming out being like, oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake works wonders on the Switch 2. It's just like, okay, cool. Can you show me? Like, can I actually see that gameplay?
They did show us the Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
also,
they did. Well, that was Remake.
Yes, Remake. Also, One Piece World, the Power Warriors 4 showed a few clips of how that game looks good on it.
Yeah.
So a few games did show the quality. Also, I don't know much about the game, but I heard the drama, the memes, Overcooked 2 being part of the Switch 2. I know the memes of if you play with your partner or spouse, you gotta time things together. It's a good communication game, and it's very stressful. Yeah. So that's kind of funny about in that scenario.
Many divorces will happen because of that game. So y'all have fun with that little Overcooked 2 game. But yeah, I think that's like the biggest things, and yeah, that's the biggest things that came out from the direct and all that. So I mean, and really kind of the biggest like gaming news we got this week and like gaming stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it with all the video games and all that. So
my only last thoughts is that we didn't really touch on it too much for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I really liked the teaser. The teaser was a good 35 seconds, I believe, or a good minute. But it was very solid that they showed us, they announced it. Sucks that it wasn't a full announcement. That it was shocking is that the IP, the domain got leaked. That Illumination, founded the name, and then we have, we have Super Mario Galaxy, which cool concept. Now curious to see where it's gonna go. There's more of the story. We have Rosalina, we have the Easter eggs of things could go, and they're taking adaptation from the game. So it's gonna be interesting how they're gonna go. How they're gonna go from Bros to Galaxy.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge jump. But I mean, they did fine with the first movie. I'm not really too worried about the second one. Of course, I say that, timestamp that, remember this chat when we get to when that movie drops, which is coming next week. Well, not next week. Next year.
By the way, Chad, talking about next year, that movie have like 6 other games coming around at the same time, because during the Nintendo Direct, they kept saying spring of 226, spring of 226, spring of 226, spring of 226. I'm like, bro.
Well, see, here's the crazy part though. That Yoshi game is coming out right around that new Mario Brothers movie. So, and we know Yoshi's gonna be in that movie because of the whole teaser we got at the end of the first one. So it's just like, okay, you know what, Nintendo, good.
The marketing strategy as well.
Good marketing.
Knowing that they're gonna have this movie slapped in the middle. April, May, and June, that spring is gonna be heat.
Yeah. But again, that's really the biggest stuff coming out this week when it comes to video games. So I'll leave it to you next with this Weeb news stuff.
Cause we have a lot to discuss for Weebs news. Sorry, Chad, for the time code because
kind of, because some of these I'm just like, oh, cool, neat.
Yeah, Chad. It's gonna be a quick rapid fire when it comes to a few of these things. It's gonna be very exciting to talk about a few of them. Others are gonna be like, cool, neat, yes, no, some stuff. So stay tuned. Here we're gonna be talking about the Weebs news, and there's a few of them. There's a 30-second clip of One Punch Man season 3. This 30-second clip, not saying that it didn't show much, but I didn't care for it because One Punch Man season 2 was ass, and I didn't even see it. Season 1 was amazing, phenomenal. It's a satire of shonen anime in a comedy style done well. And when it comes to the other hero characters, looks cool, but we only seen slight animation, and you can't compare to the art style to what the animation does when it's very lackluster. So that's what I got for this comment.
I think for me, because like when it comes to these other trailers, like, and this is the big thing with this. A lot of these other trailers, I get why we only got like the character introductions with them, because a lot of them are coming like next year. So like, for example, when we get to this next anime here in just a second with its teaser trailer, that's the thing. It was a teaser trailer doing exactly what this 3rd season of One Punch Man trailer did.
Yep.
Just introducing the characters. But here's the difference. Those animes are coming out at the earliest, like January, February of next year.
One Punch Man's in 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Like, and you're doing a trailer then, like a trailer like this now. Like, the most action we got was these two characters jumping and Saitama putting on a glove and doing this to Garo. Like, like, here's the thing. No matter what happens, if it looks good, great. I'm going to be worried about how the production team were treated and their working conditions to pull it off. So I'm already going to be worried if it comes out good.
I bet
but
you.
if it comes out crap, then yeah, my worries were justified too. But like, I'm just really worried about this season 3.
I bet you once episode 1 comes out, they're still working on episode 4. Once episode 4 comes out, they're still working on episode 6 and getting it ready for the release.
Yep. And it's gonna be. I don't even know if they have the opening ready. Like, I'm assuming that was the opening song we heard.
They sometimes give the opening and ending to a third party or like a third house, and they work on it while they do the other frame rates and other scenes getting done.
But
let's continue.
I'm just worried. I'm worried. Yeah.
So sometimes we could be worried, but sometimes we could be excited because we have the next story talking about Daemon of the Shadow Realm. Begins October 2026. Begins broadcasting in 2026. This is based on the Full Metal Alchemist creator Himuro Arakawa. The anime is directed by Michio Ando at Bones Film, and this will be done by Crunchyroll. And look, this is a good 30 seconds just showing the characters, and it just has me excited because this is being by the creator of Fullmetal Alchemist, who already has a well-established work, and it has 2 works already done in the early years and done remastered, and it's done beautifully by both fandoms. Love both works and love the manga. So done by a second work going on right now. I'm excited for it, nonetheless.
Yeah, it should be a good series. I haven't heard too much about the manga, but I mean, I haven't heard anything bad about it. I just haven't heard anything, which means it's just not in my algorithm of seeing things and all that. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll watch it.
All right, so now we have the Dark Moon, the Blood Author anime based on the Hinfin webtoon. It's scheduled to premiere this January 2026. For if you guys don't know, the Infant Band they started in 2020, still going on. They are a South Korean 7-member boy band formed by the Bellef Lab, a joint venture between SJM and the Hype Corporation. The group was formed through the survival competition and debuted in November 30th, 2020. So it's about to be 5 years from now, and this is a webtoon kind of with a story involving them. So it's a pretty cool concept.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is the Saja boys have an anime. Gotcha.
I can't really say no to that response in a way.
I mean, I did watch the trailer for it though. It looks fine. I don't know if I'm going to watch it, but you know, it looks fine.
I'll definitely be interested in seeing about this. But the next one
I'll let you take care of this one. I did not watch it.
I didn't watch it either. I just want to make fun of it because of the information that I have here. Hey Chad, have you heard of a Chainsaw Man arc Rize being out this coming October? Well, guess what? We have an arc being adapted into one movie. Totally normal, right? We have one arc being adapted into 3 movies. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Done by a Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, right? You heard of this, right? But guess what? It seems like Japan likes adapting arcs now because they have the Irregular at Magic High School, the movie Yotsuba Succession arc is scheduled for 2026 in Japan.
Okay.
What does every fucking arc had to be adapted now? Look, I'm not mad. I'm not a Irregular at Magic High School fan. I don't know much of the content, don't know much of the media, so I'm sure our team members, Memory and K or Manga Graham, or maybe Crash, they have seen it, or even Neko-chan has seen this media. Maybe they could actually pull more time. Hey, it makes sense for this arc to be adapted since there's only 20 chapters and it could tell a good story. Great. But hey, for me, I'm just making fun of this. For any fans that's watching the show, hopefully enjoy the comedy of the comments. But if this movie actually deserves it, all for it. Other than that, the next one, I didn't watch this because I'm gonna be continuing.
You're not ready.
I'm gonna be continuing doing the reactions with Whawkins in this coming January when it comes out.
Ready.
But he's saying he's not ready. It's because he's talking about Fire Force Season 3 Part 2. Talk to me about it. Since you watch it, have any comments about it? Since I did it, I literally saw it for 20 seconds and that's it. I'm good.
I mean, I'm still worried about how much they have to fit into the season, but besides that, you're not ready. You're not ready for what they're about to do. You already saw some of the teases of the moon. You saw the sun, and I know exactly what moment that sun shot was. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, we're doing that. Yeah, no, y'all not ready. Anybody who's anime only, y'all not ready for what's about to happen.
I'm starting to move stuff right now, and the trailer going in the background with no sound, and I'm just seeing a lot of cool shots. I'm seeing Maki, I'm seeing the arrows, I'm seeing a lot of eyes. I see Horn with somebody just standing like that, and holding a baby. Looks pretty cool. Then he wings.
He's not ready, chat.
Okay.
He's not ready, chat. He's not ready for it. He's not ready for what's about to happen. I'm just gonna keep saying that, like, because if I say anything more, it'll spoil everything, and I need the reaction to it.
Chat,
I need the pure, unadulterated reaction to it.
So, chat, we're not ready. It seems like it. But the question is to you, chat, and to Whawkins, are you ready about this news? How sad are you when you heard that Netflix once again is going to be distributing worldwide for JoJo Adventure? Sorry, my apologies. I mixed up the name. JoJo Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run. And it's coming to Netflix worldwide. New information will be revealed on September 23. So stay tuned for that, chat, because we'll be talking about that on the next episode when that information happens. And Netflix is also giving a timeline of everything going on JoJo related in the most recent announcement. So to our JoJo fan, to our JoJo reader, to our JoJo anime watcher and stan, how sad were you about this?
Hold on. I didn't even see this timeline thing. Hold on. I didn't even look at this because there's the one worry. No additional original stream exclusive. Yeah, there's that. Okay. My one worry, because y'all fucked up Stone Ocean.
Oh, well, the batches?
With its release schedule. Yeah. Do not release Steel Ball Run in batches. That would be stupid. Look at what you guys are doing with Don right now. That's perfect. Do that. Do the weekly release schedule. It's perfect. You don't have to do batches. You don't have to do the binge culture thing. Do not do that. This is one of the best JoJo parts. Do not ruin people's hype for it by releasing it in batches. That will be dumb. That will be stupid. That will be another word that people used to say in the mid-2000s that nobody says anymore because it will be offensive to people. Just don't do it.
What would say is this. You can't blame Netflix fully since it's not them. They're distributing it, but probably is what they're being told. Throw the batches here, and there's 8 episodes here. Then we throw the batches. So it's probably a director, producer decision that's working on the Netflix, and they approve it greenlit. We're just hoping that Netflix actually has noticed the algorithm, and the data, and see all the analytics and be like, hey, the fandom wants this as a weekly drop. Massive binge. Hopefully they make the right decision.
Cause man, this anime is good. It's gonna be good. Like, I think the best part too with Steel Ball Run, and I'll say this, and any JoJo fan, I don't care if y'all come at me. I don't give a crap. You don't have to see the other parts to watch this one. You really don't. Why? Because this part is like a different universe from the other 6 parts. So like this is a new universe of JoJo. So Vash, I will say, go ahead and watch part 7. There might be some references from other parts, like some names and all that. Like for example, one of the main characters named Gyro Zappelli. The name Zappelli has shown up in the past JoJo parts, but again, since this is a different universe, it's a whole different Zappelli, so you don't have to worry about all that. It's really just like references and all that.
Is this like a multiverse? In a way?
I cannot answer that question. I seriously cannot, because they're especially with the end of part 7.
Is implication for what could happen next. Understandable.
Bruh.
So, chat, maybe
not only just that,
2026, your boy will be watching JoJo as a binge. Let's see and wait and find out.
I'm just gonna say this. It's very interesting you made the comment about multiverse.
It's your boy Vash. It's your boy Vash. You know how smart he is. You know how he be analyzing things.
I love part 7. I love it. I love it, man. Nah. I can't gush about part 7. We got too much other stuff to go through, like ReZero, for example.
Like he just said, ReZero. We have new information coming out for ReZero coming this November 16th. So anybody that's excited for ReZero, like myself, who's watching season 1 and 2 and 3 and so on, will be season 4 next year. Like Moshiko, also Moshiko Tensei next year will be on that board and train. So stay tuned for that one. We also have new information for Chainsaw Man being released. So for those that don't know, wait, I cannot see it because I don't have. Give me a second. While you opening that link first, because they want to make sure my age is correct.
I don't need to worry. Oh wait, is this just new information or is it just the new trailer? Because I did see a trailer before the Demon Slayer movie that came out, and I mean, this Chainsaw Man movie is gonna hit. It's gonna be good, and especially the arc that they're adapting for. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, Vash had made joke earlier about all these arcs being adapted into movies. I get that, but like with some of these more modern series, like for example, with One Piece, you can't really adapt many arcs into a movie because you would leave out a lot of details when it comes to that. Naruto, for the same reason too, Bleach as well. But like with things like Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, you could really adapt some of those arcs into good movies, like what we just saw with Demon Slayer. Even years ago when they did the Mugen Train arc, like you could really adapt these arcs really well, and I think Chainsaw Man doing the Rize arc as a movie is a really good move because there are a lot of chapters that are a lot of action, and those can just be balls to the wall, just like eye candy for everybody. And yeah, and you can easily fit that story into like a solid 2 hours. Demon Slayer being 2.5 hours. I'll get to that here in a little bit, but you could do it, and it can work, and it can be paced really well. So I'm just glad that they're learning from that, and I'm looking forward to it.
Same, like you said, the Chainsaw Man movie ReZero arc. It has a new poster, has been told, and that will be streaming in Japan starting October 4th. But then for us in the US streaming, it will be on October 24th. So it'll be like 2 weeks late. So it's not usually how for someone with Demon Slayer and others where it's 2 months or 3 months type of time difference. For Chainsaw Man, it's actually a 2-week time difference. So it's actually really good for us as fans. Well, not exactly 2 weeks, but roughly a 2 to 3 weeks type of time difference, which is actually great. So us fans in the US won't be spoiled. You just gotta avoid the spoilers or don't avoid seeing the Chainsaw Man hashtag. So it's really exciting, and I'm very happy to see that Chainsaw Man is getting a good adaptation to be loved like this.
Yeah, but still go and see it in theaters. Like, support that release, because the more you support animation like that, the more we can get good animated movies that aren't just anime. Yes. It can also be the other animated movies that we get,
With that being the case, that we also have a new one that I wanted to... Better chance, did you see the trailer for One Dance?
I don't know what Wand Dance is, so you can have at it with this one.
So, Chad, if you guys don't know the new trailer for the series for One Dance is coming out October 8th, and I think that anybody that once you hear the synopsis will enjoy this. The schedule is for October 8th, produced by Madhouse and Cyclone Graphics. And I'm gonna read you the bio because this is an interesting bio. Kabuki Kotone is starting at high school. He plans to do what he always done: go along with his friends and keep quiet and not draw too much attention to himself. Like any regular person that doesn't want to stand out, totally normal. After all, it's hard enough to get by with a stutter like his. Why make things worse by standing out from the crowd? But then he sees another first year, Hakari Wanda, dancing like no one's watching or like she doesn't care who sees her. It makes Kabuki wonder, could he reach the same freedom? To find his way to Wanda, he does something he never thought he could. he joins the dance club. After all, every routine begins with a single step, right? Joining Kabuko and Wanda as they freestyle their way in life and love. So it seems like it's a rom-com, but also a bit of breakdancing. Like you have a school club, and like myself, I suffer for anybody that don't notice as much as they used to, or you're haven't noticed at all. I have a stutter, or used to as much as any other person, but I have improved myself over the years, and I really would love to check this series out because I used to be a breakdancer as a kid, and I used to, because I can't say that and confidently say that, I used to suffer from a very heavy, severe stutter. So I would love to see other kids, how they get adapted within their story and how do they overcome this. So as myself, I would be definitely checking this out, talking about it on Off the Bench, and soon to be our What Are We Watching for this fall season on Nate's Twitch channel. So it will be definitely very exciting because I will want to see the dancing animation and the character growth, the character development, how he goes from not stuttering to how he gets to get out of that shell he has that he doesn't want to stand out of a crowd.
Yeah, and I had just watched the trailer as you were giving the synopsis. I mean, it looks good. You know, again, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it right away, but yeah, I'm not fully against it. You know, CGI looks okay, so that's cool. That's neat.
It kind of reminds me of Beastars animation.
In a way, yeah, with like the CGI part at least, yeah. So. Yeah, I don't have anything else. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Well, if you want to find out what's next time, guess what? We have come full circle after almost 10 years of them not appearing since the first opening of My Hero Academia. The theme song of The Day has come full circle for the final season opening that they have made called The Revel. The opening has been made, once again has come back from Porno Graffiti, and is excited to see them because if you know them from the first opening of My Hero, when he ran, ate the hair, and became the next successor of All Might. They're back. It's exciting because My Hero Academia final season comes here for the fall season, so it's gonna be very exciting to hear Whawkins talk to us week to week of how it's adapted, and myself who will be reading the manga and seeing the anime adaptation on this, and we'll be talking about a Shonen Ronin episode about this. So stay tuned for this.
It's gonna be an emotional time. I'm just gonna say that. Like, I do have my qualms with the last season, or I guess the last arc of MHA, but there are some emotional highs to it, and it's just like, it's finally coming to an end. I mean, I think they're gonna be doing a couple other movies after it too, but we'll come to that road when we cross it. But it's gonna be an interesting time and also again we're going to be getting Hori's weekly art drops when the episodes drop, so that's exciting.
Like at 5 a.m. on Saturdays. It's always fun to wake up 5 hours later and be like, oh, cool art, nice. Talking about that, we also have, talking about cool art, we also have the rumor, maybe stay tuned, that we'll be announcing it later in the next couple weeks or couple months, or maybe in Jump Festa in December. We have Kagabachi anime announcement soon, because it already has its domain registered. We're approaching the season. Like I just mentioned, Jump Festa usually gives the time for these announcements. So any thoughts about this, knowing Kagabachi most likely?
I mean, I'm currently on chapter 69, nice, of Kagurabachi. So yeah, I mean, if the anime announcement comes out, sure. I mean, I think it's on chapter 94 right now, and usually around like when a series gets to 100 chapters, an anime announcement has either already just been made or is about to be made. So yeah, it's around that time where they should probably announce an anime. And honestly, I mean, I don't know how hot this take might be. This is another one that could really do well with having movies and all that for some arcs, because like some of the arcs are pretty short and they could heavily adapt them into a good movie, like a good 90-minute to a 2-hour movie. So yeah, cool, neat, looking forward to it.
That's a good possibility for that. The next thing that we have to discuss is Spy X Family Season 3 trailer. Did you watch it? Because I didn't. I just wanted to put there for the discussion. No? Okay.
I mean, it's going to drop, so
hey, chat, so stay tuned for that, Spy X Family. If you're excited for it, if you were sad that we didn't, gloss over and give you discussion. Sorry, chat. But put in the comment section, are you excited? Have you been enjoying Spy X Family? I haven't read it since chapter
30-something for me. It's been a hot minute.
No,
hell,
I got
like halfway.
68.
I watched like
68.
Oh my gosh,
almost 69.
I got through the first core of season 1, so it's on the list. Don't worry, everybody. It's not that it's bad. It's just
Hey, it's a slow burn. It just depends on some people. More of a binging, more of an anime, more of a manga. It depends on you. And also, Spy Family does take a lot of breaks too. So if
it does,
if anybody has been a reader, it does take a lot of like 1 month break, 2 month break. Here's a side story of chapter, chapter 66.1, chapter 66.4, chapter 6.9, chapter 66.9.5. It's like, bro. Oh, you got the new chapter. It's like, thank you. Finally, it's been like 2 months.
And that's kind of why I stopped reading it, because it's just like, you're already bi-weekly. Okay, fine, whatever.
But hey, sometimes you can be bi-weekly. Sometimes you can wait another 6 more months, or technically, yes, I believe 6 more months. Because we have Wisteria Wand and Sword Season 2 begins broadcasting in the April 2026, and your boy is a Wisteria Wand and Sword fan. And also, if you have watched or read Danmachi, you will enjoy this series, because this is also a story made by the same creator of Danmachi.
Yeah, I still need to finish season 1. I'm on episode 8 of it, but I haven't watched it.
Episodes. You can literally just finish it and just close it off the list. Come back next year.
Look, see my comments earlier. Go to the timestamp of my Weebs Lounge, and you'll see why.
Look. At this point, I'll just say wait until March, rewatch those 8 episodes, and then finish the last 4, and then you're ready for season 2.
Yeah, because I actually do want to pick up the manga, because I know I think it's a monthly drop for the manga.
I don't want to read the manga because I don't want to be sad, because
that's fair.
I've been told by Manga Graham that there's a few characters that have died already, and I'm like, I just rather wait for season 2 to tell me.
Oh my gosh,
because it just gets sad. You're like, hey, it's good, but like when you're in a school like this, characters are meant to die. It just gets sad that when there's characters you like and they die, you be like, shit. We gotta die.
Yeah,
like, stay alive.
Especially the setting of theirs, but that's besides the point. Stay tuned for our Wisteria season 1 talk when I finish it.
Yeah, because I would love to geek about it with you, because it's good. The fight animation,
it is.
It's like people compare to Black Clover, but I'm like, nah, just compared to Danmachi, it's just changing settings.
It's better.
And it's better than season 1 Black Clover. When you compare to season 1 of Black Clover, yes, way better. In the magic setting.
Oh, Black Clover. But anyways, that's besides the point. I'm only 7-8 episodes into it, but anyways, hey, look, a movie dropped this weekend that is making some huge numbers domestically and internationally. Like, oh my god, this thing is giving Marvel a run for its money. Literally
100%, because you know what that is, chat? Is Demon Slayer KIMETSU no YAIBA Infinity Castle Part 1. For those that has earned the biggest domestic opening day for an anime film ever, with 33 million for opening day. That's usually counted Thursday night evening as opening night, or that's usually Friday, since that's the opening day officially released still for movies. And the Infinity Castle had the opening weekend for its most international film in the US, with over 70 million bucks. Chat. 70 million for an opening film, and it's also the biggest opening ever for an R-rated animated film, and already has debuted with an A on Cinema Score. Usually people use Cinema Score or Rotten Tomatoes as your metric. So when you have a high score on either of those two platforms, they're like, yo, that's amazing. Because for those that don't know, people do check a Letterboxd, but Letterboxd in anime list, and now is usually used for your personal rating, so you can't always count when it's fans. You gotta use the official, because the critics are the ones that use the the Cinema Score and the Rotten Tomatoes. So Also, little two little small nuggets that has happened.
Toilet breathing
in the theater experience. For those that do this or seen this, please, viewer,
don't do this.
Viewer discretion advised. Don't do this. Please have theater experience etiquette. For those that don't know, I have not been on the timeline. I'm sorry, I don't have the exact location. And the second one, I think I have the location. But stay viewer, please be advised. And please, be respectful of manners. Because if you're not, you will be jumped by not just one, not just two, maybe 5 people just whooping, beating your ass. Number one is someone peed during the Zenitsu fight. And person that peed got jumped and beat up by almost not able to walk by a good 5 people, roughly, is what I've seen on the timeline. And the second one is someone pooped in the theater and got jumped in a supposedly, from what I said, a red Alaska theater. So got jumped by a good 5 or 8 people from what I saw in that video. And please, people, be respectful and etiquette to theater experience, because be understanding, you are watching this movie by the town people, by the city people. So you might see these people once or twice again in your lifetime. You will get beat up, and you did. Hands getting thrown in an anime movie. Come on, the last time I heard crazy shit like this happening was either in a Batman movie, or was either in a comic book movie, or was in a Final Destination where, you know, crazy shit happens. For this to happen in an anime movie, even with Demon Slayer, and people quoting it in quote retweets saying that, oh, it has to be a Chainsaw Man fan. Like, really, bro? Like, really? Like, really? What audacity? What it made you think be a Chainsaw Man fan? The craziness, audacious, man.
Some crazy shit happens in Chainsaw Man, but that's just crazy. I can't believe somebody pooped and got jumped, like, and they used it as a weapon. Like, I haven't seen that stuff since I worked for a certain company that took care of people with never mind. I'm not gonna go any further. If you want to know about my work history, we can have a whole 2-hour discussion about that. But that's neither here nor there when it comes to there. It's just crazy. Just people, don't be dicks. Don't be an asshole. As the one lesson I learned from Ant-Man Quantumania is it's never too late to not be a dick.
I wish I knew it as a reference because I haven't seen the movie either. But I know the meme. I know the meme, though.
Oh, my God.
I just don't know the context.
I hate that movie.
When it comes to Demon Slayer, congrats on the much money it made. Congrats that has made it the top 3 or top 5 in Japan. So it has been there breaking records. Hopefully the author and the animators get that money. If not, it's going to go to Ufotable Unlimited Budget Works, because goddamn, they're gonna keep all that money, and all the distribution for, I believe Sony is the one that are distributing this movie here in the US. So hey, they didn't get the money for K-pop Demon Hunters, but for sure they're getting their money for Demon Slayer Infinity Castle for sure, because I know they're salty. Those producers are salty. Like, hey, whoever saw the rights for K-pop Demon Hunter, you're fired. Why? Because we could have made that money ourselves.
Yep. And I mean, rightfully so with this movie. I mean, it's pretty damn good.
Well, do you want to give a non-spoiler review, or you can't really, beat around the bush because it's hard to? If you want, you have a little quick 3-5 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's easy because I mean that's the thing with Demon Slayer. It is a very simple story, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just like it's very easy to get into for whether you're a new anime watcher or an oldie like me or Vash and all that. It is really good. I thought it was paced really well. We follow 3 main fights in this, and they're all given time. And oh my God, the animation alone is just breathtaking. But like the music score, the sound design, so I saw this in the Japanese sub, or dub, I guess, or whatever. So the Japanese voice actors and all that, everybody did phenomenal. I do want to check out the English dub of it to see how they did and everything,
because also Channing Tatum is in it, which is cool.
Yeah, so that's cool. But like, I do see the one complaint. Like, I think the one complaint I've been seeing going around is the whole idea of like the flashbacks, which I get because some of them, especially with like the first fight, they are kind of placed oddly. So at least I could see that argument with those. With the second fight, it's not too bad. The last fight, oh my gosh, so it's done a little differently than that. But like the movie actually ends with the flashback. Like, and I mean, the credits roll and they're like, okay, well, here's like the aftermath of that final fight for the movie. But like, it's actually kind of a risky move to kind of end with, because like that's the thing with Demon Slayer is you get the flashbacks of the demons when they were humans as they're dying.
My guess, an assumption
Mm-hmm.
is that hopefully this is the right case, is that they made a storyboard from how part 1, part 2, part 3, and they feel like this was the right part to end it off and then continue on in part 2
God.
and then to transition to part 3. That's my hope, that they made a storyboard from the whole movie. They just didn't animate everything from the storyboard, obviously, but my hope is that this is the right part, that they felt like the right type of sequence, frame, the scene to end it here.
Yeah, and again, just that final part. Like, so I went to go see the Alamo, and usually when you go see movies at the Alamo, they give you your the thing you're supposed to sign, your bill like you're supposed to. I also worked at the Alamo too, so you're supposed to give the bill to the people 40 to 45 minutes before the movie ends. That way, you know, you're not bothering them during the climax and all that, and they're able to like fully engross themselves in the movie like that. They gave me my ticket, and I swear there was like an hour left in that movie. Like, that's how it felt like, and not in a bad way, but like, because I'm just engrossed in it. I'm just like, oh my God, this is great. Wait, you're giving me my bill now? There's still 45 minutes of this movie left? Are you serious?
Like, damn, I still gotta go. Stop a time.
Like I'm already on this ride right now. You're telling me there's like 45 minutes still? What are they gonna do in that? And like most of that is just this demon's flashback. And oh my God, I think this movie is a great example of how an anime can really enhance the source material, because a lot of this stuff were just like single page panels or like just single panels in the manga that they adapted into like a minute or two of like a fight sequence or something. But oh my God, it just this movie was really good, and especially if you're a Demon Slayer fan. I hope they keep giving love to other anime movies. Highly recommend too, as long as you've watched Demon Slayer. It's just really, it might be one of my favorite movies this year, if anything, especially new movies that came out this year, which I mean that's a big thing to say, but you know what, I'm gonna from now on I will be using this movie as my reason for, hey, more animated movies please. Hey Hollywood, animated movies can actually be good. It can actually outsell most of your little blockbusters. It can actually do better than them. So like with this and K-pop Demon Hunters, I mean, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the fact that we need more movies where you're just hunting and killing demons. Maybe that's the formula we need.
That's gonna be the next wave, hunting demons.
Yeah. But that's my quick non-spoiler review. Again, I can understand some criticisms of it, like again with like the flashbacks and all that, and I think Memory had mentioned one thing that I won't get too much into because that involves just a deeper dive with everything. But yeah, it's still really good. Like oh my God, like this. I cried twice in this movie. It broke me once, and I didn't fully cry at that because I was sitting with a lot of people that I didn't know, so I didn't want to be that one guy that's just sitting there like
that got emotional like about that. It. Like
exactly.
Like why you getting emotional for Demon Slayer? Like because
yeah,
bitch, I did. It was good. It was attachment.
Yeah, because bitch, fuck you. So like that one part was like in the middle of the movie, but then there was a scene that was just it was good. And like I like literally the movie ended and I'm like, okay, I need to make a beeline to my car so I can just fucking bawl my eyes out, because holy crap, it hit hard. Yeah, a lot harder than the manga did. But that's all I'll say about that. Again, that was my quick non-spoiler review somewhat. Highly recommend if you're a fan of Demon Slayer. If you're not, I mean, catch up. It's not that hard to catch up. I mean, if you have Crunchyroll, they basically condensed the first season into a bunch of TV specials. Yeah. The second arc is basically a movie. They haven't done anything with the Entertainment District or the Sword.
Which I hope not, because those each are 11 episodes. They're short already.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like the season before Infinity Castle, I binged like Saturday, and it's only 8 episodes, with 2 of them being like 40 minutes long. So really, it's like 10 episodes at that point.
Yeah, because chat. That's what I'm doing with my wife. Like I said, me and her are watching season 1. We're probably going to be done with season 1 by Monday. Yeah, and then watch the movie, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday and Saturday we're gonna watch season 2, 3, and 4. Either on stream, like me and her, or we'll just watch it off air if she just doesn't want to do it. And then after that, because the movie in New York, I don't know how is it on the all other 50 states, but here in New York, it's going to be still in theater until next week, Monday of September 22nd. So I still have time to at least watch it by that Monday or Tuesday. We're still in theaters in some select theaters. So I still have time to binge the season with wifey, watch it with her, and still watch the movie before it goes away.
And I'm not gonna lie, I might go back and rewatch all of Demon Slayer at this point. I mean, again, the series is good.
Enjoy the journey. Hey, I'm enjoying myself watching season 1 wifey, analyzing it, seeing the fighting, seeing the comeback. Still get pissed off. I still haven't told her, but I told her one thing, that Muzan is like the Michael Jackson. So I've told her that.
Oh, that's fine.
But I told her, I haven't told the second thing. The big one is that all the fire and water and things that we see are fake. I haven't told her that. And I'm not going to tell her that, because that's going to ruin the experience, because it kind of did ruin mine. But I'm not going to tell her that. They're like, hey, all the crazy, cool animation shit we see is just for the special effects for us anime watchers. Yay!
I mean, here's the thing, though, with that. It's just like when they came out with that, when the mangaka came out and said that, it's just like, oh, why'd you have to say that? First of all, why'd you have to say that?
Exactly.
But second of all, like, you kind of just have to think more of like, okay, well, this is like the concept that they're going with. Like, oh, I'm using this flowing water technique. It's like, okay, your sword style and your way of fighting is like you're using water or like you're using fire or anything. But like, then you try to use that mental gymnastics with it. And then you get to like the entertainment district and like things are burning down. And like explosions are happening, and you're just like, are you sure these powers are real? Like, are you sure about that?
Yeah, it just it feels like it's real because the way things are destroying around it. But hey, it's all perspective. Sometimes you gotta ignore what the author says because it looks like sometimes they're gonna fuck up their own series, chat. That's what it is.
Yeah, and again, I could get into spoilers and deeper dive, but we'll save that for another day. So that's about it with Demon Slayer. Again, highly recommend. Probably my movie of the year at this point.
Ooh, that's a crazy one.
Yeah, but we'll see. When I look at my list of like media and all that, I'll have that solidified.
With that, chat, let's continue on to our media news. So we have come into the last segment of our Otaku Big News Plus Central because we have a lot to discuss. We talk about our weakness. We spoke about the Nintendo Direct. Now let's continue on speaking about media news. We have a couple of things to discuss. A couple announcements, a couple of few things, trailers. So let's talk about first. Have you seen the Now You See Me first one and the sequel? Because there's a trilogy coming out, and the movie comes out on November 14th, and we're gonna have a teaser in next 4 days. So by the time this podcast already has been out, there's gonna be a teaser by September, maybe Thursday, September 16th, almost likely by the top of my head. So we're gonna have a new teaser. Have you seen the first and second one? Are you a fan of it? Because I am. I love magic. I love magicians, and I like the way people get tricked by the object of illusion. It's very interesting. So the way the editing in this is done in the film, I always enjoyed it. I saw the sequel, and I went to theater, see it as a screening, and I met Morgan Freeman. I met Dave Franco, and I met the other few actors there. Very small glimpse. It was a good, cool experience right before I got into the industry all those years ago. So it was great.
I thought there was only one movie.
No, there's a first one and a second one. This is the third one.
Huh. Because I thought this one coming out was the second one. Unless I'm thinking of something else. I might be thinking of a different movie. I don't know. Oh wait, no, never mind. I see the cards and all that. Okay. I could have sworn there was only two. There was only one, and that we were getting just the second one.
So
I might be thinking of something else.
So you have Now You See Me in 2013, Now You See Me 2 in 2016, Now You See Me, Now You Don't in 2025.
Okay, I think I'm thinking of a different magician kind of thing, because I think the one I'm thinking of is the one where like they're trying to steal that diamond or whatever. With what's his name? Who was Lex Luthor in like the Man of Steel movies or whatever?
Are you talking about Jesse Eisenberg?
Yeah. What are those movies?
That was Nice EV 2 because I believe they stole a diamond in that one.
But I thought that movie hadn't. I am so confused right now. What?
You're getting your movies mixed up.
I'm getting a lot of movies because I thought that movie hadn't come out yet.
Nice EV 2?
Yeah.
Wait, Nice EV 2, it's a movie that came out in 2016. That is a sequel. Nice EV 2 came out in 2016.
What's the movie that I'm so confused. I'm very much confused. It was Jesse Eisenberg, right? Jesse Eisenberg magic movie. I'm gonna look this up. You could talk about I guess the next thing. I don't know. Hold on. Because I am like
because he has like I don't know if he has any other magic films because he has Justice League. He has Nice Me 2. He has Real American Ultra, maybe.
What?
No,
it is Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Okay, never mind. Wait, yeah, this is the one. 2025, a Diamond Heist reunites these people. Okay, so it is this movie. Okay, never mind. I'm not as because Woody Harrelson's in it. Okay, so it's just another trailer for this movie. Yeah, so
it's another heist film where they have done.
Why is it a teaser then? What?
You know the way they name their teasers and trailers, the way they always like to confuse people.
Just
it did.
Trailer.
Like it did. It confused Whawkins live on air. It confused Whawkins right here. For the past 4 minutes, he's been lost about it. Now You See Me.
I'm just like, what? Just say a trailer, people. God, get out of here with all that. Anyways,
talking about.
I'll watch him eventually. You know what? For that, I am not going to watch him. How dare you trick me?
He got so confused and got tricked by the movie itself. God
How dare you?
But if you want to see a teaser and for what's happening, we have Liam Hemsworth as a new Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series, and he looks cool. He don't look that great. I'm gonna be honest.
No.
He don't look like my Harry. He don't look like my Henry Cavill. I'm just be honest, Chad. I'm sorry.
Hey, look, new Geralt. Hey, look, The Witcher season 4. I'm surprised there was a season 4. I think that's my biggest thing with it.
Hey,
but whatever.
They want to finish the story with him at season 3. Like they want to finish the story with the first 3 seasons.
Neat. That's what I got. All right, cool, awesome. But hey, Hugh Jackman singing.
Yes. There's another musical with Hugh Jackman for Chad. If you're excited for it, we have the first trailer of Song Song Blue, starring Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson. The musical drama follows a married couple who form a Neil Diamond tribute band. And look, I'm a Hugh Jackman fan, and I'm gonna be in theaters December 25th. Maybe not on Christmas, but I will be maybe on on December 26th, 27th. I'll be there in the movie. Still crazy, that's shocking that people actually go to the theaters on Christmas. Like, I know people that have done it, but it's crazy. I've done it like once in a blue, once every couple of years, but it's very silent, quiet. Like, people don't go, and you just get to movie to yourself, which is a crazy experience. I saw Whawkins put his hand up, so I'm guessing you are one of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, I went once, and oh my god, the movie we fucking saw. I'm pretty sure that was the year. Oh shoot, what movie did we see? It was the Wonder Woman 84 day. Oh my
you saw
god.
That one. I saw Star Wars: The Last Skywalker is the one I saw.
Oh, I feel sorry for you. Oh my god.
I saw the last, the floating of Leia through the starship, floating and in the Force walking.
Oh, The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. Yeah, Last Jedi.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were talking about the last one. I mean, both of them. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, because the last one is the second to last one is called The Last Jedi, and the last one's called The Last Skywalker.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. That's why I mixed up. The Last Jedi is what I meant.
Oh my god. Now you got me thinking of episode 9. I'm moving on. Hugh Jackman. Yeah, this looks fun. This looks fun.
It does look fun. I'll be watching it. I feel like you will watch it and enjoy it, because if you watch on the Hugh Jackman, the most previous type of musical, it was a Greatest Showman. You will enjoy this one too. I'm a musical head. We love jazz. We love musical. This is gonna work.
Yeah. Well, the thing is too is just my I guess not my inner white guy, because I am a white guy. I mean, he's just like Sweet Caroline, and I'm like, Papa. Oh, so many times I've heard that at weddings. But like, also, I think the other thing that kind of shocked me, because I was looking at the tweets under this, a lot of people, I guess, forgot or didn't know Hugh Jackman did musicals, because a lot of people were just like, what is Wolverine doing in a musical?
People keep forgetting. People forget that he sings, because people forgetting that he has done Broadway shows before.
Yeah.
He's known from Broadway. He's known from Broadway shows more.
Like, Jesus Christ, people, get out of your comic book thing and expand, open your minds to other mediums of movies and entertainment. But yeah, no, it looks fun. Looks good. Probably gonna be very emotional with it. Looks like one of those movies. But yeah, should be a good one.
Yeah, it kind of
along with this new Knives Out movie, which. So I did not see the trailer, but that was on purpose, because I want to go into it as blind as I can, because I do like these Knives Out movies.
They're fun. They're fun movies that to watch and enjoy and turn off your brain, but not because of bad brain, because the movie is bad, but it's because the trailers could reveal and you could read who's the bad guy. Now, I have not seen the second one of Knives Out. I've seen the first one.
Oh, the first one's great.
The first one's phenomenal. I'm glad. I forgot guys. Daniel Craig, please continue doing them. I feel like he's having a blast. I feel like he's been having a blast since he left 007. He's just been enjoying himself doing the next one. I haven't seen the second one. I know Dave Bautista is in it and a few other actors, but I really want to watch it. Haven't had the chance to see it. I think me and Wifey did see the first Knives Out. We could see the second one. We just haven't seen the third one. But third one, I'm excited for it. I love how the way this started, they show each person that could be it, and just the camera pan in showing the person, and then the next scene, the person is dead. They're like, "Who is it?" And just the way the person screams, like, "What?"
Yeah,
it's like, really, bitch. I feel like you're the person that may have killed them, because you don't look that shocked.
And that's why I didn't want to watch the trailer for it. I'm like, nope, I don't want any clues at all. Because, like, legitimately, the first one shocked me with that twist. And I won't say what it is, even though it's been like, 7 years? I was working, no, 6 years, because I was working at the Alamo when it dropped. Because I remember I went to watch it first, and then I worked it, because then I started seeing like all the other clues around it. I'm just like, oh, this is really good. How are we gonna get all there and all that? And yeah, but very much looking forward to it.
Same. So when it comes to a couple of things that we have to discuss and highlight, let's go on the rapid fire. We have, for your Scrubs fans, Dr. Cox will be returned for the reboot and be played by John C. McGinley. Hey, I love Scrubs. I'm a fan. Let's go.
Yep.
The next
Let's
one
go.
is Man of Tomorrow. Superman sequel has been announced by James Gunn. It's been said that it will be a duality film of Lex and Superman, and also have a quick release date. It's gonna be coming out July 9th, 2027. And the quick quote that he said that it's a story about Lex Luthor and Superman having to work together to a certain degree against a much, much bigger threat, which my guess is gonna be Brainiac.
Yep. I was just gonna say it's probably gonna be Brainiac.
Because for those that don't know, the story of usually the Man of Tomorrow is usually when Lex finds out that there is a city trapped in ice crystal called Kandor. And when he finds out that Kandor is an advanced civilization just like Earth, but without superpowers, he will hate Clark, aka Kal-El Superman, more. Like, you motherfucker, all those people are trapped and are smarter than me, smarter than these people, and don't have powers like you, but they're better than us. Fuck you.
Yep. And I can't wait for that Lex Luthor to
Crash out.
to really say that. Oh my god, the crash out, man. I'm looking forward to it.
1A! 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 You fucking 1A!
All the 1As are about to happen. I can't wait.
Love it. For anybody else, this will be a quick discussion because I haven't seen the trailer because by choice, and also because I haven't seen the rest of the animated versions of the Marvel animation projects, which is the prequel of Zombies, which is What If, because that's what the spin-off. I haven't seen What If season 2 and 3, I believe, so I haven't seen how this story continue off, because this is a zombie which is coming out September 24th, which, if you guys don't know why, is because it's gonna end off in the last week of Halloween. So they're gonna be dropping off. So that's why instead of dropping in October, they're gonna be dropping off in September 24th, and then continue off an episode to lead off. My assumption is to end off on the week of Halloween.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair.
And to continue,
I might watch it.
Yeah, me too. To continue off with our horror, is The Conjuring has the last rites. It's tracked to be becoming the third horror movie to pass 500 million globally. And also attached to that, A24 is set to buy the film TV rights for Texas Chainsaw Man Massacre. They're expected to develop a TV series produced by J.T. Muller and Glenn Powell as the first project sourced by Deadline. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre, great for them because it's a good horror franchise, and was not being used. It's better to go to somebody who actually is going to use it. And A24 is a fucking great people to use it because they know how to elevate and continue off the story of what has been established and make it better. So congrats to them. Hopefully it goes well to them. And for the Conjuring franchise, and also the rumor that they might get a prequel, which please no prequel for Conjuring, because the first Conjuring is technically its own prequel to the story. And if you want to find out the prequel, go check out The Nun and go check out the Annabelle doll. They are literally prequel of the Conjuring.
We got to have a prequel for the prequel.
Prequelception. It makes no sense, Chad. Like, literally makes no sense. The last thing is, when it comes to horror stuff as well, Ice Cube says that the War of the Worlds was shot in 15 days during the COVID pandemic. One of the things is the director wasn't even there. This was the only way that we could have shot the movie without even being delayed. My guy, the movie was shot in 15 days during the pandemic. We're in 2025.
Yeah, that was like 5 years ago, dude.
Where are the reshoots?
Like,
why did you wait so long then?
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you even the benefit of the doubt. That was 4 years ago, if you want to count like the tail end of the pandemic and all that. But come on, man. Come on. That's an excuse you give like back in 2022, not 2025.
Yeah, it don't work here, my G. But
yeah,
to continue on in that scenario is that we have also, I just want to say the report from this Ice Cube. I never thought I would be saying this, that this news report came out from Kai Cenat's stream.
Yeah. I mean, that dude just has people going into his... How do these people have this kind of money? How do they have this kind of class? How? I've never heard of them until like the past like 2 years.
It's a network. Like, for example...
but how?
You know what? I'm gonna bring up this report from him. Marlon Wayans says that the modern horror say that the modern horror movies, like they like to spoof off, is Scary Movie 6, is Nope, Heretic, Sinners, Long Legs, and Get Out, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Great choices for I Know What You Did Last Summer, Get Out, and for Sinners and Nope. Great choices. I have not seen Heretic or Long Legs, so I have no comment about this. But the reason I stated is because Marlon Wayans also revealed that he'll be returning as Shorty in Scary Movie 6. And this last information came out from Kai Cenat. Because Kai Cenat had Marlon Wayans and a few other people. He has Selena Gomez as well there.
How?
He had the Kardashian as well there. And
I remember John Cena showed up one time.
Yeah, in the second one or the first one. Yeah. He was there. Also, he gave a good type of motivational speech. Kevin Hart has been in all of them. Marlon Wayne was there in Kai Cenat's stream and also got him to connect with Dave Chappelle. And Dave Chappelle even reached out and said, yo, I want your number. Bro, the connections that you can build just by knowing people, just by having the doors open and putting your foot in, you can get anywhere by connections. And that's the great opportunity by who you talk to, how you respect them, and the way you carry yourselves.
But how? How? He's a streamer on Twitch. How? Like, I mean, kudos to you for, getting the bag and all that. Like, but again, just how? How did it start?
That's a big question. How did it start from like, hey, you got from the bottom, now you're here?
Yeah.
He's doing good. Congrats to him.
He is doing good. The one question. Him, ISO Speed, like, they're doing really well for themselves. But again, how? Why is Gamora?
Who is Gamora? Because you know who else is Gamora? We have two trailers of Stitchhead and Christy. Both two trailers are dropped. Any quick thoughts about it? The one that I have more is Stitchhead. It reminds me of a child version of Frankenstein. That's what it is.
Cool.
That's what it is. It's cute. But just like a childhood version of Frankenstein, but instead of the Frankenstein causing havoc, it's the humans causing havoc, and the monsters have to save our boy Frankenstein.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, cute shit. Christy is starring by Sydney Sweeney as a pro boxer for Christy Martin. The one thing I will say positive about this, the trailer looks amazing. It has me interested to watch it. I believe it's coming out sometime in the fall, I believe. Let me double check the trailer. Yeah, November 7th.
Yeah.
So I'll be watching it. Not sure if wifey will join me, but I'll be watching it myself. But the great thing about this is that you cannot even recognize Sydney Sweeney in this trailer. That's how phenomenal that is.
In a good or a bad way?
In a good way. Like,
I mean, Sydney Sweeney.
No, she still looks beautiful, but you can't even recognize her as Sydney Sweeney. So I feel like that's a great thing of her character.
Yeah.
The next thing that I want to highlight about is The Witcher. I'm sorry, not The Witcher. A sequel to The Last Witch Hunter is in the works. Lionsgate. Vin Diesel and Michael Caine will reprise the roles. Are you a Last Witcher fan? Are you a fan of the Vin Diesel project that's outside of the Fast and Furious, that's only about family?
No comment, because I don't know. There's your answer right there. I have no answer.
Well, there's no answer about that. Hey, back myself.
Sorry, I didn't give you enough time to chew your food.
You did not. But hopefully, you give me enough time when we talk about The Rock transitioning into more drama roles. We have, for anybody that don't know, there is a trailer called The Smashing Machine. And it's coming out later this month, or I believe this fall. So go check that out for The Smashing Machine. But we have a couple of examples to show that The Rock, this is his best film since many years ago, that many fans were been waiting to ask more out of him. Like, hey, can we get the next best film out of John Cena? The next project that he's known for, other than all these blockbuster films. So one of the former UFC champion, Mark Kerr, praises Bentley Sadell for being a true friend when telling the story of The Smashing Machine. He's like, you're not a prop, you're a permanent fixture just for the friendship we develop. So that shows how the film has been done, and in the word of mouth. We have also the second option, that a fan just saying that I adore Benita versatile handheld direction in the Smashing Machine. We feel like intruders in Mark Kerr's weakest vulnerable moments. Dwayne Johnson's natural talents as a showman are both utilized and turned against him, bringing out his most tender performance yet. And one of the last ones of example 3 is Dwayne Johnson talks about how making blockbuster films that people love and hated made him want to do a serious drama like The Smashing Machine. I've been wanting to not only push myself, but just to really go for it, be hungry, rip it open. This is what the film is represented. And one of the last one I want to give the example of is that Dwayne Johnson talks about how making this blockbuster film in the screening before The Smashing Machine, Brendan Fraser gets close to The Rock and tells him close to his ear a beautiful, maybe a good 30 second a moment for him to hear, and The Rock is locked in. But what's heard is, this is your moment. Brendan Fraser, for winning his Oscar last year from The Whale, he knows that The Rock could be probably winning his Oscar if it's that good from his experience from this role. And it seems like a lot of people are telling him, from, hey, you lost 70 pounds of muscle just to be in this role and in other works. How do you feel about these examples of showing that this one movie could maybe flip the eyes of the movie-going audience of how The Rock has been portrayed of? Stay tuned for Black Adam to change your opinion on The Rock. Now we have The Smashing Machine, a boxer film.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you kind of see this with a lot of actors where they kind of make that transition from like, oh, making little simple comedy movies to, okay, here's our big blockbuster moments to, all right, here's our like more serious movies that we're going to be doing, or more drama centered movies and all that. And The Rock's reached that career, that part of his career now where it's like, okay, now it's time to transition from all those blockbuster things, all those action packed things, to being in more serious roles. Whether, I mean, that's the thing, even if it is like a boxing type of movie and all that, you can still get some good drama from that. So yeah, him trying to push himself a little bit more is good, because you should be wanting to push yourself even more and all that. Like, you should want to do better, you should want to be better and all that. Like, yeah, so more power to him for wanting to do better in his career. So yeah, I mean, I look forward to it. I hope he does well. I'm not gonna come out here and be like, oh yeah, he's gonna win an Oscar immediately, because like the Oscars are also kind of a whole other conversation to have when it comes to nominations and who's doing what and who's winning what and all that, and who's even nominated for what. So yeah, I mean, just more power to them, I guess. I mean, it's going to be a lot. Here's the thing. These movies are probably going to be a lot better than Jumanji 3. I'll say that.
Yes. So, chat. He also said that Jumanji 3 is beginning filming in November.
All right.
Was excited to see Childhood by Jack Black and a few other actors that is there.
I'm excited to see what's-her-face.
Who? I don't even know who you're talking about. What's her face?
The main chick. It's not Jillian Jacobs, is it? Or Gillian Jacobs? I always get her name wrong, but yeah, her. Yeah, her. She plays Nebula in freaking MCU. Her, that one. Anyways,
yes, I have an idea.
I'm gonna get off my gooning seat now. So hey, there we go. Look, an iPhone 17 that looks just like the 16.
Yes, chat. We're gonna talk about tech because iPhone 17 came out, and I just wanted to poke fun of it because chat, iPhone Air, iPhone 17 Pro Max.
Hey, look, it's the 17. Ooh, the 17 Pro Max. Ooh, look, I've got it early access, people.
No, we didn't. Chat.
Dumb.
No sponsor.
Dumb. Look, if we're sponsored, we could have a whole different conversation here.
Yeah, that's very true. We will have a whole different conversation of talking about the positive out of iPhone 17 and say, hey, chat, maybe you should go get it. 100%. Yeah. It's so good. Look, highly recommend.
I'll be like Triple H. I'll sell out. Da 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 da.
and have your whole team behind you to look bored as hell and asking why we here.
Why are we here? Why are we doing this? Well, you could blame what's his face on Snapchat of all. God, I'm about to go on another rant, but
you know who you could blame is you could blame Paramount, who's prepared to bid out and buy Warner Brothers Discovery. Since when did Paramount have the money to buy Warner Brothers Discovery? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Honestly, chat, because this is our last news for the show, and since when did Paramount have the money for this?
Man, it's that South Park money. That's all I'm gonna say. It's that South Park money. But I mean, don't they also have something to deal with Trump too? So I mean, there's probably also that money that they're using, where it's just like, oh, Warner Brothers, come here. But hopefully, if this is the case, hopefully this is how we get our freaking animation back on HBO Max. Like, give me back my cartoons, please. Give me back my Billy and Mandy, my Ed, Edd and Eddy. Like, give me those back on my streaming services.
Paramount seems like they care more about their animations very well from how Paramount Servers is done with the 2003 TMNT and a few others being there, still being promoted, still being established. But HBO Max or Max or whatever name or version they're gonna come up with if this bill or buyout may happen, as the rumors report, which is like, come on, we literally just had this 5 years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the only other thing is, and this is just mainly the kid in me, because if this merger does happen, that means Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network would be under the same company, and just little child me is just like, that's weird.
Oh yeah,
that's weird.
Also, we have the actual collaboration where we don't have to work out about the rights. We can actually have TMNT work with Batman.
Yeah, we could actually have those going on. So that's all I really have to say about that. Just my inner child is just like, that's weird.
Yeah. And when it comes to that, chat, for this will be the end of our show, because we have reached our 2-hour segment. I mean, our 2 hours coverage. So we're going to save our Emmy nominations coverage of what the guesses were that could have won. We could talk about next week of who actually did take place and what could have been the replacement, what could have won, what shows that we didn't see or did see. So we'll save the conversation for next week, since we're already at our 2-hour segment. So we appreciate for everyone tuning in and checking out the show. So we appreciate that. I just heard like a beepy, so I'm like, huh?
Oh yeah, it might have been me holding in a yawn, because I'm just like getting up there in the time of recording. That recliner's looking very, very comfortable right now. So there's a certain dog on it right now, and she's gonna have to move here in just a couple minutes.
So talking about recliner, talking about the end of our show. Let's summarize one of our favorite coverage, one of our favorite segment from the show itself. What was one of the favorite things that we spoke about of the jam-packed news? Was it that some random person in the theater pinging you, and then you want to jump back up and be like, "Word, cop, I'm gonna beat your ass up then," and not make you walk since you want to be ridiculous and childish?
Yeah. Just be careful when you guys use your toilet breathing techniques. Just don't do it in public. Just use it in the safety of your comfortable home.
Yes. I would say on my end, one of my favorite discussion was just talking about The Rock transitioning from a drama role. Because look, as much as we could poke fun of The Rock taking hierarchy as the Black Adam, and he's gonna change the evolution of the DC heroes, and I'm like, oh my god, you're talking a lot of your ass and not a lot of comment about what is your career. And people say that John Cena and Batista is better than The Rock. I know he probably felt salty about that. Like, nah, I'm gonna take that mantle. So I know that he wanted to be prideful, wanted to be taking more something on his down his alley. So I'm very happy about that as a fan of The Rock and what he has done, and I'm glad to see him pursue a new choice of career or new choice of alignment with himself. So that's really cool to see. My other positive thing is just knowing that Wistoria is coming back, One and Sword next year. I'm excited about that. The Nintendo Direct of the Mario, that was fun to talk about. Knowing my boy right here, Mario, Yoshi, we have Samus, we have Pikachu behind Whawkins. So a lot of good things is coming out. We have Pokemon, Pokepia, and other things. So a lot of good discussion that came out of this show. Hopefully everyone gets get to write their comments or what they thought of this episode, what news was their favorite. So it's a good discussion that we had on a 2-man team as well, which is me and Whawkins in this episode as well.
Yeah, it usually works out well when we have a lot of news to cover and all that and talk about. So yeah, good old 2-man show going on right now.
Yeah, so chat, so let us know what you guys want us to talk about for next week. If you guys have a discussion for a show, maybe Whawkins may be able to finish with Storia. Maybe Whawkins may be to put 8 hours into Peacemaker Season 1. Maybe Whawkins might actually finish a game or continue Digimon Survive. There's a lot of maybes. Or will you see some ReZero updates on the VOD channel like it is being uploaded currently? Who knows? A lot of things will be staying. Stay tuned. So without further ado, guys, chat. Thank you for watching Anime Week Studio podcast of Anime Week Podcast. We have here our conversational podcast that we're here to talk about anything news related or Weebs Lounge related of what we have for discussion or debates or topics for you guys to talk about, as well for our tier list. Let us know for this October season coming, our horror. Let us know if you guys want us to review any series, manga, or give you a tier list of the best horror type, or we will be playing on the Twitch channel with Dead by Daylight and a few other games, so stay tuned for that. And additionally, check out Off the Bench that comes out every Mondays at 10 a.m. on YouTube, and podcast at 10 a.m. on YouTube, and both shows come out 5 a.m. on Monday and Tuesday as well. Stay tuned for Shona Ron in the comic book podcast very, very soon in the future, and as well for Weebs of the Ring for coming out every Mondays early time tomorrow, because Mondays will be raw at 7 p.m. EST. So that means we'll be live by maybe earliest 9:30, 10 p.m., maybe 10:15. So stay tuned for that. For our shows here on out will be early in a PoE of Wrestle Palooza. Yeah. Stay tuned for that, chat. So without further ado, thank you for joining us tonight and taking the time to listen in. The Anime Podcast is presented by Anime Week Studio. Our production team, Vash, Whawkins, Roman, Jokester. Special thanks to our producers. Don't forget to follow and the socials on the brand and the team. All links are down below in the description, as well as the time code. Lastly, share and like. Most importantly, give feedback and let us know what you thought of this episode. You guys is what makes the episode happen and succeed. And on behalf of everyone at Anime Studio, we thank you for joining us on the Anime Podcast. See you later. Take care. This podcast was not recorded by live studio audience. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Yeet. Who you slicing? Who you cutting? Is it Tanjiro?
Hinokami Kakura.
Bye!